Other parties trade in fear. We start with hope.
Is it any wonder that trust in politics has broken down to the extent that it has? Let's have a trade deal with Europe, but make our own laws.
No one standing here is going to win this election outright. I'm not even going to pretend that I haven't made mistakes. Put my hands up when I have, and I've learned from them.
This election is a chance to change the Westminster system. We will make Scotland's voice heard.
The choice at this election is sticking with a plan that's working, or going back to the debt, taxes, borrowing and spending that got us in this mess in the first place.
Plaid Cymru offers an alternative. We offer hope.
I say Britain can do so much better than it's done over the last 5 years.
I think it's all about balance, isn't it? Cut less than the Conservatives and we'll borrow less than Labour.
We could save another £10 billion a year by not paying over money to Brussels every single day.
If you don't understand the mistakes of the past, you can't provide the leadership for the future.
English taxpayers are a bit cheesed off with so much of their money going over Hadrian's Wall.
More debt and more taxes, more debt and more taxes, a lot more debt and more taxes.
Of course, we all love the NHS, but the NHS doesn't need warm words, it needs hard cash.
Plaid Cymru is proud that Wales gave the world the NHS.
And we've had a really dangerous, damaging debate about immigration.
There are 7,000 diagnoses in this country every year for people who are HIV positive, but 60% of them are not British nationals. No, it's a fact. It's a fact.
Is dangerous.
It's a fact.
There's not anything that Nigel Farage won't blame on foreigners.
The NHS is creaking at the seams. Imagine what it would be like with another 5 years of David Cameron.
Edmund Bannon is simply wrong on the figures.
I don't think it's prejudice to worry about immigration.
Plaid Cymru won't go along with the scapegoating of migrants.
I think the views of the Westminster parties on this issue have been driven by the fear of UKIP.
And I told you at the start they were all the same, that they all agreed, and they do.
So the Green Party does support a referendum on Europe.
There would not even be a discussion about a referendum if it wasn't for the rise of UKIP.
Nigel Farage seems to think that every single problem in the world can be solved by a referendum on Europe.
We need a school system that isn't focused on exams.
None of these guys can be trusted when it comes to tuition fees. I hope there's some SNP MPs in the House of Commons keeping him honest.
Thank you.
I'm worried that at the end of the day there's more
Thank
of
you
us
very
than
much
there is of
indeed.
them. They're not listening to our concerns.
None of us can afford more austerity. The SNP offers an alternative.
Make sure that we don't lurch this way or that.
If I'm Prime Minister, I'll make sure we reward the hard work of everybody in our country.
For Wales to be strong, like Scotland, Plaid Cymru must be strong.
You don't have to go on voting for the lesser of two evils.
See, I warned you at the beginning. I said they were all the same. They don't understand the thoughts, hopes and aspirations of ordinary people in this country.
I want us to finish the job that we've all started. Stick with the plan and with the team who brought that plan, because it's working and it's helping.